With the new year comes new number ones in terms of comic books, and Marvel dropped a couple of big ones at the beginning of the year. Literally January 1st was a new comic book day, and Marvel actually dropped a couple of new titles that I was pretty excited for. So I thought we'd take a couple minutes here and I'll just quickly talk about the two titles that Marvel dropped that I was like, yeah, this is for me, let's do it, let's go in on this. First one is Hawkeye Freefall. Hawkeye Freefall. This was a very interesting one, I think, to pick up because I am a big fan of the Matt Fraction and David Aja run from, oh man, that was a couple of years ago now. And that was the one that solidified Hawkeye for me in terms of the way they're going to characterize him going forward. So ever since that, I've been kind of cautious about the portrayal of Hawkeye because that one was just so good and everyone's trying to do that. It is the definitive Hawkeye run in my opinion, and I haven't really read much of him since. He's always been a favorite character of mine. I don't know if I've ever said this like in one of my videos, but the character that got me into comic books and the character that got me invested more into superheroes and all that was Hawkeye. He was the first character that I actually fell in love with, and as time went on I found other characters I loved and fell in love with again, but Hawkeye was the first one I liked. So Hawkeye Freefall, it came out a couple days ago, and I'm still thinking about this book because somehow it managed to capture everything I love about the Aja and Fraction run and do something completely new and original with it. So the writer is Matthew Rosenberg, and he's a figurehead at Marvel right now. He's got a lot of good titles that came out. I have not read anything that he's done. I'm still getting back into Marvel. I know a lot of the projects he's done. His Punisher is getting good reviews. I think he's got a couple other projects, but I'm not positive on what they are. But so when he came on to Hawkeye, I was like, okay, could be intriguing and good. The premise of this issue is pretty interesting, actually. You see Clint narrating, which is something we got in the Fraction run, and he's kind of trying to take down the Hood. The Hood goes against him and gets out of jail. So we see him in court, and the Hood just was able to walk away. And Clint's kind of pissed off because he put all this effort into stopping the Hood, and he just walks away. And you just see the frustration in Clint in that moment. So it's starting to build up to something new. Definitely going to see more of the Hood in this run, I'm pretty sure, but it was really a great introduction to Clint being this asshole again. I love asshole Clint. Asshole Clint is the best Clint if you ask me, so that was really cool to see. Really, really excited that came up in here. What surprised me, because again, I haven't been caught up on everything, was him with Linda Carter. Is he dating Night Nurse? Is this new, that's something Matthew just did, or was this something that's happened before? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, that's really cool. That's a really good idea. I remember him with Spider-Woman. That was like a really cool pairing, I thought, when I was thinking about this stuff. So seeing that, this could be an interesting development if it's new. I don't know. Big part of this book too has the Falcon and the Winter Soldier because they're getting a TV show soon, so we're gonna pump them into everything and you see what they're like. Because there is a Ronin running around and they think it was Clint, but it wasn't Clint, of course. Clint is Hawkeye. So who is this new Ronin is pretty much the crux of this entire arc so far, and it's pretty interesting. Honestly, this one really surprised me. I thought this was going to be a boring, kind of just like filler book that wouldn't interest me in terms of Hawkeye, but it's got a lot of great stuff with Clint. It's really kept up and done something I liked, like the Fraction run, and it's introduced it into a bigger world where we're probably going to get a lot more cool characters show up from the Marvel Universe, and I'm pretty impressed. I am interested to see who's going to be this new Ronin and how that's going to tie into Hawkeye. Overall, this was a really big surprise to me. I've been very impressed with what I saw from it. The artwork is fantastic. It captures this really fun style. Comedy books have a hard time of lasting long at Marvel for some reason, so I really hope this one sticks around. Matthew Rosenberg's an instant favorite writer of mine now. Absolutely good book. Everything about it was spot on and I like it, and its portrayal of Hawkeye was really good. So you guys should check out Hawkeye Freefall. It's a really good book. I can't talk it up enough. Really glad I picked this one up, and it's great to get another number one for a character that I've always liked and just doing something unique and cool with him. So that was really cool. Glad this came out, really like it. And the other number one that came out was one that has probably been talked up a lot. I know the writer's a big guy at Marvel right now, and I'll be honest, there was like a huge 5'10", how big was the run that Jason Aaron did on this character before Donny Cates came on to do Thor? Like, do you guys remember? It was a big run. He did a lot of stuff in there for Thor, and I actually don't remember when he started. I have not read any of the Jason Aaron stuff. I've read parts of War of the Realms, but there's just so much to get caught up on, and I just didn't do it. And I think Thor is a very interesting character when he's done right. So I was like, okay, I'll get into this character, a character I'm not a big fan of, but I'll get into him with this Donny Cates book, see if I like him or not. This is a heavy metal book. This book is intense, it's pretty dark, but it's interesting too. You get a lot of the classic Donny Cates stuff showing up in here. So the book begins where Jason Aaron's ended, I'm pretty sure, with this older Thor. He's retired from the Avengers, he's ruling Asgard, and he's the king, right? And I really liked that angle because I wasn't expecting that. Again, I haven't read any of Aaron's stuff, so that was really cool to see. He's grizzled, he's missing an eye, he's missing an arm, he is broken and intense. Very cool. And Loki shows up and he's like, you're doing pretty good here, but this isn't the life you want. I can obviously tell. You want to be out, you're a soldier, you got to go out in the world and do something. And then who comes crashing down into Asgard but Galactus? What do we do when we need a big threat to happen? We bring Galactus down, and that was really cool to see. And now we start to learn about the history of the universe before this one and how Galactus survived it. Something called the Black Winter showed up and started to destroy it, and Galen was barely able to escape and come to our universe, and now that threat is coming to this universe. Donny Cates is somehow managing again to take a huge scale thing and bring it into this small story, which is really cool. I love it. Again, we get an appearance from the Silver Surfer, but at this point, he is not the Silver Surfer. He is the, what do we call him? Do we have a name for him yet? I don't want to call him Black Surfer because it doesn't sound good, or the Cosmic Surfer. I'm going to call him Cosmic Surfer right now. Norrin looks incredible. The entire Silver Surfer Black comic was just amazing to me. I thought the art was amazing, the storytelling was amazing. Really excited with that go. So now all the previous Heralds of Galactus have come into prominence now, and they're talking to Thor. We got to stop this threat before it happens, so we need Galactus on his A game. We got to go find a planet for him, and we're going to get him back on top. So that was really cool. Artwork is amazing. It's this kind of somber artist. Nick Klein is the artist, I'm pretty sure there. It just got this somber energy around it, but it works so well for what we're seeing here, and I'm very impressed with it. It's beautiful artwork, such a great book. I'm loving this, and it ends on a great cliffhanger where Thor becomes the Herald of Galactus, the Herald of Thunder. What a cool premise. I'm so excited that that happened. This book going forward, this Thor, I'm telling you guys, this might be the next big thing at Marvel. Donny Cates is just somehow knocking it out of the park with everything he's done with Venom and Absolute Carnage and his Guardians run. I cannot wait though. I cannot wait for Al Ewing's Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that one's going to be incredible. Cannot wait for that to come out. Marvel somehow is managing to fix a bunch of their stuff, which is pretty good. So, new year, new comics. These are the two that really surprised me because I didn't know what to expect from either of them. Hawkeye Freefall and Thor, very good books from very good writers, and I'm impressed, guys. Marvel might be taking it over from DC for me at this point. You know, Snyder's leaving Justice League, Tynan's leaving Justice League Dark, Bendis is still doing his thing. We'll see what happens, but Marvel is somehow just chugging along doing some really good content, so I really like it, and I'm very happy to say they're good. They're doing good. We'll just have to see how Empire comes along because I'm not excited for that. So let me know what you guys think about Thor and Hawkeye. These books really impressed me. I want to know what you guys think. If you like them or not, hit the thumbs up, get a notification, we'll get that going, and of course subscribe to the channel for more content. And if you want me to review some certain comic books, let me know, I'll talk about them. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great new year, and I'll see you soon.